And welcome back, everybody. Okay, so last episode, grew a couple trees, took down a bunch of trees, built the start of the staircase down, built a staircase down to the nether portal, which I'm going to say is going to be the start of the staircase down to the nether portal because I have other ideas for doing stuff there, but I need to figure out exactly what it is that I want to be doing there. Which I think I might have. Am I cooking glass right now? Not cooking glass. I feel like I should be though. Okay. I'm not cooking glass. But I do have some already cooked up. Throw that there, we'll throw that there. No, we're actually gonna do this episode. Like I had. No, that's not gonna go there. I had some high hopes of getting something rather uninteresting done up here, but I think instead we're going to go underground. Yeah, I believe we're just going to go. Yeah, we're going to go underground and try and gather some more resources. And see if we can't get this last couple furnaces filled up with coal, and then see what else we can muster from down below. We are, however, going to make a couple more picks and do a bit of enchanting before we go down there. So make 3 iron picks. Lapis conveniently, I can do this now. Chirp. Second, I need to do this real quick. Okay. There we go. Alright. Apologies, but there's something I gotta real quick take care of here. So we're gonna pause this. Oh man, this is embarrassing. Having to do all this, or having to do this while recording an episode. But it is it's something I've been working on for a while. Been playing O-Game, which is a web browser game done by GameForge. Yeah, free plug for you guys. Even though I'm not technically supposed to play O-Game on a recorded stream or anything like that, because without the express designated thing of like without the express consent of GameForge prior to recording it, which is why you will unfortunately not be seeing what I am doing here, but thankfully It's pretty easy to take care of. It takes me all of, I'm already done. 2 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. Setting an alarm for that now. Once again, apologies about that. It was really embarrassing. Okay. So, anyway, back to what we were doing initially, which is, oh yeah, I was dumping this wood out of my freaking inventory, so that way it didn't get lost down there, because dark oak is kind of valuable. Alright, and we're gonna go down into the branch mines again. So that way, we can hopefully get some more stuff. Is this what takes me to a cave system? This takes me into a cave system. But do I want to go into a cave system, or do I just want to branch mine? Caves are more entertaining, but I think I have found all of that cave system. So we're gonna continue our branch mine instead for a minute. Which, not the most entertaining thing to watch, but hopefully you guys understand that it's just something we have to kind of do occasionally so that way I can get materials and look for more precious minerals. Okay, so you have 3, so then we're doing this one. Yeah, currently I'm find myself entranced watching True Detective Season 2, and what's the other show? Oh, and Ray Donovan actually started tonight, which super pumped about that one. It's got Liev Schreiber in it. He plays a Hollywood fixer. It's gonna be the episode of Shameless Plugs, I guess. And he basically he works for a consulting firm that goes around and solves all the little issues that spring up for Hollywood A-list celebrities. It's an entertaining show to watch. It's got a lot of like mafia type aspects to it, which I think is what makes me enjoy it so, because I am a mafia addict. Like, if there's a chance to play the mob in something, like, I've probably played it. Just yeah. So there's that. True Detective, good. Super happy because I have I actually have free HBO and Showtime right now. It's good. You just pop that on, watching stuff. There is for anyone that's curious, I did watch Game of Thrones up until the last. Let's see. No, I did watch. I watched the second to last episode, and then like they strayed super duper far from book Stannis. It pissed me off, so I did not bother watching the end of this last season of Game of Thrones. It just flat out, it wasn't worth my time, in my opinion. There's like the characters that are left are so grossly different from those that are in the books that it bothers me. And then like the characters that I actually was still interested in seeing, aka Stannis Baratheon and Jon Snow's part, they decided that both of those characters really needed to die at the end of the season, I guess. I read the synopsis, didn't watch the episode, just read the synopsis of it, and it sounded bad. It actually sounds like the writers D&D, can't remember their actual name, so I'm just going to refer to them as D&D, really like Daenerys Targaryen, and they go, "We like her, therefore she should be the only choice." And it kind of sounds like that's what they've done. They've backed themselves into a corner where all they have left is Dany for the throne, and it's not good because she hasn't done anything on her own other than sleep with a bunch of guys for stuff. Not to mention the fact that apparently the final shot is Dany and more fucking horse people, which is so dumb. I don't understand why they did that. It's like the Dothraki are not interesting. They're fucking horse people. Most of them actually do just fuck horses. It's ridiculous. They do have some of like the best saying things like, if your party didn't have at least 5 rapes in it, it was a dull party. Like, who shows up and says that kind of shit? Only Dothraki, and people who know Dothraki. But yeah, so didn't watch Game of Thrones season finale. Silicon Valley is one of those shows where like it showed a lot of promise that I would enjoy it, but then like as it got going, like it's got its moments. I just want them to succeed, and basically the writing staff for it just flat out said, yeah, no, that's not funny, so we're not going to do that. So I don't watch that out of like writing staff spite, because like I know they're not going to make any headway, or if they do, it'll just be immediately cut out from underneath them. Which I think sucks worse than just not making headway to start with. It's like, oh, I know you're making progress, but it won't matter. On the upside though, I have hit 7 views on my channel. Makes me kinda happy. Granted, I think most of them are just like misclicks, which kinda sucks, but hey, 7 views is 7 views. I'll take it. It makes me at least happy that at some point on someone's screen somewhere I was talking to them and they were listening for 10 seconds or more. Of course. Took the shovel out took the shovel out, need the shovel. 2, 3, 4, and 5. I was actually going to do this last night, record some episodes to upload, but I had a party in my backyard with a bunch of rowdy people that were shooting a potato cannon off. And the likes, so it would have echoed up into my room where I record at, and probably driven everybody insane, because I would have screamed and yelled and pretty much just raised blood pressure. But I did not, so we're recording all these tonight, which is okay, I guess. But cool. Why is everything showing up like underneath where I need to put down torches? Like I just noticed that. It kinda sucks. me coal, which is kind of what we came down here for a little bit, so not going to complain too much about it. Give me that back. Gotta space these torches just so otherwise stuff might spawn down here. I really don't need to be ambushed by like creepers coming down here to pick up coal and iron and stuff. The episode of shameless plugs for stuff and my critiques of things that I have no control over. I do, however, have a I find myself to be a small amount of a storyteller, at least, which is I get some enjoyment out of it. I run two different kinds of role-playing games with my friends. The first is I have a 4th edition Dungeons and Dragons game that I'm currently running. Everybody don't hate me, because it's kind of what I had available to me at the time. But in the game that I'm running, basically the player character that I have currently going right now, is essentially a chosen herald for a god, and the shard that everything exists on right now, that he's living in, is very closely like monitored by the celestial planes, so they are muddling with all of the mortals like ambitions and whatnot, causing them to do some rather crazed things in hopes of like a giant game of chess, which basically allows them to imprint their chosen like fields onto the next generation. So like one of my players is the herald for the god of martial prowess, Tempest, and basically Tempest is trying to make sure that the like wars themselves don't get too much out of hand. So he's been tasked with going around finding the other heralds and either like removing them from the contest himself, or at least making sure that even if they don't, they're not going to cause severe harm to the other people of the plane. And it's going pretty good. I've had some sessions that have been a little less than, sorry, I lost my train of thought there when I was having to deal with lava. Yep. No. Stop. Everything needs to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so dug into lava there. Not cool. But if there's lava, it means that I might be able to dig up into an actual cave system here. Yeah, so is that, which having some fun with that. Like, yet again, it's a lot it's a lot of work, but it's enjoyable work because it's just a bunch of friends sitting around the table, uh, RPGing together. Well, that didn't work at all. So I think we're gonna stop digging there. Probably not gonna dig the next trench either, because they are the lava's a little closer than I want it to be. And actually, I think we're gonna call it with the lava there. I hope you enjoyed my shameless plugs for television shows that I enjoy and explanations as to why I don't enjoy others. As always, appreciate it if you left me a comment, maybe even click that like button, and have a good day.